Well, here we are again. Once again, staring down the Wii menu. It really has been so long since I've had a look at this properly. Just look at that. Mega Man 9, Mario RPG, Paper Mario. That might be a thing to look into, actually, since I have this on here. You know, let me know if you want me to see if I can get Paper Mario working, because obviously I need a controller for that. But anyways, that's not why we're here. What we are here for... If I could just check to see if the stream is actually... Okay, it is working. Just takes a little while for it to appear on my end. But yeah, it's time for... it's time for... not Super Smashing Bros. Thank you, Wiimote. It's time for Sonic Riders ZG. Really gotta love those sound effects. Also known as Shooting Star Story in Japanese, in good old Nippon. I will admit it's been far too long since I played this game, because I know for a fact that a lot of people tend to prefer the original over this, and I suppose in my never-ending quest to figure out, you know, were Sonic games on the Wii actually all that good? I think this is one of the ones which I spent a fair bit of time on. Again, I'm probably going to have to make do of relearning how everything works, considering I'm shackled with this remote. Gotta love how bit-crushed this all looks nowadays. I really do gotta wonder how many AMVs have been made using this animated footage. Radioactive alien donut. Oh. Well, I'm sure this bodes well for the future. Amazon's worker bots finally beginning their massive uprising. Jesus, look a bit crushed. Ah yes, this is when they weren't allowed to call them gun anymore. Instead, they had to call them G-U-N. Honestly, Sonic, I'm pretty sure we shouldn't be holding that thing. I'm pretty sure it was radioactive. I don't know why you're so relaxed about this, Knuckles. We're literally holding hazardous material in a public place. Here in, what do they call it? Megalo Station? That MacGuffin that activates standing there just happens to... Yeah. Quite coincidental. If I do say so myself. And also coincidental that we just so happen to have one. Ah yes, just an elevator big enough to fit an entire car in it. Would have been awkward if someone else was using this at the time.
What's up with them? Are they the ones from the news? Watch out.
Ah yes, a manual gear shift in a flying car. Come on guys, I don't even have insurance on this thing, I just had it repainted! Ah, shoot. Oh yeah, Knuckles can just glide. He can just fly now. Kind of forgot about this whole segment.
Is this the stone's power?
What do you think about that, Tails and Knuckles? Now I fly now. Oh yeah, I forgot. This doesn't actually lead into the first level. It leads right into the title screen. And new game, I guess. All right. It doesn't even allow nunchucks. I'm gonna have to use this in the dreaded horizontal configuration. Lord help me. With all these stock sound effects. You already know who I am. Wrong. Really gonna have to grow to love this particular control configuration. Yep. Yes, yes. Oh yes, set to horizontal, because apparently they're allergic to nunchucks. May as well get started. So, setup is more or less the same as in regular riders, where you got your story mode, you got your normal survival mode, mission mode, which gets unlocked near the once you clear the main story. Let's just go into story mode, since it's the only thing available to us. We're just going to be focusing on Team Sonic this time around. You can practice some of the game's basic actions. I think I'm going to need this. Get that lead. How does this work with... Oh yes, just having to use and forced to use motion controls. Fantastic.
Gotta try harder.
Got it. Ah, I think you know what? Let's just get it over with.
Sweet.
Well, that works. That works, I guess. You know, I think we just figure out the rest as we... I think we can figure out the rest as we go on. What it do? That's a very good question. Tutorial's been added to the menu, thank you. But now we're just going to, skip this cutscene because it's the same one we just watched. Kind of weird that they just, start off the, you don't even get, like, a cool intro like you did in Riders. It just starts off with the first cutscene of the game. Shattering the glass ceiling, as always. Oh, I don't even need to hit a ball with Run Up. Away we go, I guess. Just, okay, I think I'm getting the hang of it already. I think. Again, with the gravity mechanic, a whole lot more interesting advanced things going on here compared to, oh, gear changes on A. And let me just see here. Does it... There we go, and here's the main mechanic, the gravity dive, where you can use it to boost yourself ahead, which is mostly reserved for dedicated segments and tracks. It's the sort of thing, really, where you look at it and you can't help but think, ah, this is the sort of thing that makes the beginning of City Escape look like, just bumper cars by comparison. That's it, out of my way, you bucket of bolts. Yeah, obviously I would still prefer a controller here, but so far this doesn't feel egregious. Also, getting on rails feels a lot less finicky than it does in the original Rider, so taking what I can get here. Doesn't feel necessarily too bad. Out of my way. Also, yeah, you could just bump yourself off of things that get caught up in your maelstrom for a nice little speed boost, which is probably going to be useful in future races, I think. Assuming that we have to do particularly well in order to proceed. Also, yeah, before we continue, so much fun when we get the hang of it. Yeah. Though I will admit, oh, hey, you finally made it. Good to see, but I think we may as well just do the thing, considering this is called Megalo Station after all. In this weird future place, which exists alongside San Francisco. I don't really get it either, but, since this is Megalo Station, I kind of have to do the thing. Okay, we're done. That's all you're getting. That's all you're getting of that. That's all you're getting. Anyways, back to it. Back to the carnage. I will admit as well, I do also kind of prefer the board designs. Oh. Alright, I'm using the Wiimote. That also means I get to put up with the sound effects coming from it as well. I'm pretty sure this also means that all my skills and whatnot are locked. Well, can I? No, did that a little bit too late, unfortunately. The gear system, that's right, I remember. As opposed to in the original game, where you just got extra stat boosts and moveset changes once you got enough rings. Here, you get some other stuff, like stat increases, the ability to grind, because for some reason that's not available to you right off the bat compared to riders, and other stat boosts, just sort of a steamroller effect. Target's game location, I do believe some random advanced island coast of the... Oh, that's what we're going with, are we? I see, I see. Oh, a new mission has been added to Megalo Station. I don't think this time I'm actually going to be bothering with the mission mode, unfortunately, because obviously I'm not as familiar with this game as opposed to Riders. So this is our Splash Canyon equivalent, I guess.
They don't give a guy a break, huh?
It's fairly certain in terms of level themes. These do just have remix. Oh, hey, hey, Amy.
Amy, what are you doing here?
I was about to ask the same thing.
Always drawn together.
I've missed her. It's been, I can't remember the last time I've seen this version of Amy.
Away from those robots. I was so scared.
Hey,
Oh, you just so conveniently have. Oh, it comes in pink as well.
The cause of all my troubles. I picked it up and those stupid robots came after me. So that's it. Those things must be after this stone.
Yes, this very advanced-looking stone.
the key to solving this mystery is Meteotech.
Hey, Sonic, we got company.
Wow, actually just going into the plot like lightning speed, it seems. I mean, I know we only have like 5 missions to go through in order for the story to make a lick of sense, but still. It's like, alright, I guess we're just going to Mediatek right away. Which apparently is through these botanical gardens, which, at least I'm fairly certain, the Botanical Kingdom, which wasn't a biodome, except now it isn't.
I'll do my best.
Look at the Scott here. He has so much swagger with his opening animation. It's like he's coming to his own. It's like this is the Tales which existed prior to Forces, where he was actually his own man, kind of. Trick system is also a fair bit more streamlined here. I say streamlined, more so simplified. And that there's not really you timing your jump and then just having a party with your thumb whilst you're in the air. Instead, it's just time the jump. You'll know when you got it right. Also, of course, instead of air, you just have gravity points, I guess. Basically just how much energy you have in the gauge in order to do stuff like your gravity cornering and your gravity dive. Oh, no. Aside from that, most of the base mechanics are the same as they are in Riders. Like, obviously you got your turbulence. Obviously you have to worry about running out of, in this case, fuel, and then having to run on foot. Alright, out my way! Now this is flying! This is pod racing! You hold direction and you do a dip. Okay. Again, though, I'm not necessarily anticipating massive results, given I am using the weave. Oh yeah! Here we get to see our first instance of the gravity cornering question mark in play, in that you can use it to go through various alternate routes. I was bamboozled. I can't believe it. Also, fun little tidbit here, as you can probably see. Depending on which sort of gear you have, it changes. It can change your board dramatically. Like obviously, flying types get this. Flying type orbs get this nice little hovercraft configuration, which I want to say was put forward, or at least brought forward more so in free riders. I want to say it's been a little bit. I'm fairly certain one of these was made into a Lego set at one point with Rouge. At least I want to say, or maybe it was just a coincidence. It just happened to look similar to the hovercrafts here. Alright, hopefully this isn't a recurring thing, because I kind of need to stay in the lead here. Cute little fuck. Well, yeah, of course we love him. Okay, so it's just a matter of doing it particularly quickly by the looks of it. And I actually get to do the flying route this time. Let's see how this goes. Whoa! Okay, I don't think that necessarily helped that much. Pad bikes... Yeah, I think I'm starting to remember. Whoa! Nice to see we're starting to get... I think this is one thing which I think a lot of people like about this game is just the set pieces. A lot of stuff in this game just looks cool. Which I suppose is sort of the main draw, really. Well, that wasn't so difficult, was it? Saddling... Ah, that's a shame. Again, as you can probably see, setup is very, very similar to... It even features the same after-race music as Riders. Anyways, it's time for not Egg Factory. I mean, it's definitely not Egg Factory, because there's no Eggman here. It's just these droidica-looking things. Which look to be walking without moving. That guy's just T-posed.
Looks like we'll need to watch our step.
Oh yeah, now we get this awesome track. I think this is my preferred version of Catch Me If You Can. Oh. Jet here thinking that he's the coolest. Like, look at this. Look at this intro. Whoa! I mean, I could have probably busted them up myself, but thanks, I guess.
Hedgehog. Jet?
Oh, this Joker.
Long time no see, shorty. Wait.
We're here to settle the score from
Fairly certain these are also the same models from Riders, at least with regard to the Babylons.
Cut it out, Storm. All right, Curly. Hand over the Ark of the Cosmos.
What are you talking about?
Don't let go. Not after swiping the Ark of the Cosmos right out of our hands.
Oh yes, I'm sure this is a very riveting storytelling. Oh,
Rush them, Jet. Rush? Ha! I'm the fastest thing in the universe. And today, I'm gonna...
I don't know, Jet. From my experience and from what Amy's told me, that's not always the best thing. Miss this. Yeah, I think a lot of people miss Jet sounding like Starscream.
Looks like we'll have to do the reunion later. See ya, Jet. Hey, wait!
At least that's the first thing that comes to mind when I think of this Jet voice. In your own there we go. In your own time. Meteor Tech premises. I do quite like how this place looks. Big fan of the purplies. Also, obviously, going along with the similar analogs, here we are playing as Knuckles. Here we are playing as Sir Idris Elba. Still so surreal to me knowing that he recently got himself a knighthood. So that makes me wonder, what exactly do you have to do nowadays in order to get a knighthood? I mean, I don't doubt it was something particularly prestigious, just to... Oh. Oh, for a moment there I thought I died. Oh yeah, that also reminds me. Knuckles can't punch through stuff. At least not until he's gotten his bike power up. I think this may have ended up just costing me the race, unfortunately. As I do find it funny... Oh. Yeah, that's a particular power-up. It's supposed to help you with regards to taking certain shortcuts, but... from my experience, you tend to just get it at the worst times, where it doesn't help in the slightest. Where am I? I have no idea what happened there. Yeah, I think this race is a bit of a lost cause, unfortunately. Again, would definitely prefer if I were playing this on controller. Once again, we get the same stock alarm sound effect, which I think dates as far back as, like, Wacky Workbench. I at least want to say this alarm sound effect was in Sonic CD. I mean, I do appreciate them at the very least sticking true to keeping all these old sound effects. Real parts of the game's identity. Look like him and lands himself. Oh. Are we going there, are we? At the very least, it seems as though I'm keeping up with the pack. Like, yeah, that's running power-up. It's used to hit those springs, which is used as a proper sort of catch-up mechanic shortcut malarkey, from what I recall. I mean, I will say this at the very least, the motion controls do work. Relatively well, at least. Sort of feels as though Knuckles isn't exactly performing the best in terms of speed compared to the others. Alright, you can also just hit stuff, I remember now. This, yeah. Just have to tilt forward on the Wiimote by the looks of it. Alright, it's time for me to hopefully catch up. If not, that's fine. It just means I'm bad at video games. Oh wait, there was a shortcut here this whole time. I brought shame to my family by forgetting about it for all this time. Yeah, I think... Let's try that again. And hopefully not get sent to the abyss in the process this time. Later, Wave. Kind of weird that she's here of all characters, not like Jet or Storm. I would have thought Storm would make more sense here, given, you know, the whole rivalry between them, but I guess not. Feels as though I corner with the turning circle of the moon at times. Ow. I mean, I feel at least I'm doing a little bit better. Thanks a bunch. Much appreciated. Yeah, these guys really do know how to shift. It's like, look at them go. Oh, so yeah. I do find it kind of weird that, I mean, obviously Knuckles has to have a, oh, not again. Not again! Yeah, I was gonna say, I do find it kind of funny that Knuckles has his own, like, stone thing. Even though only of the three characters of Team Sonic, only Sonic has one. I mean, I know it's mostly there just as a gameplay mechanic. I just find it kind of funny. It's like, yeah, we kind of know that he shouldn't have one, but we should just give him one anyway. Let's just give everybody one, even though there's like only like 5 or so in the whole universe. really do have a fair few more rings here, game. Ow. Again, this is why I prefer controller. Let's just put it on his left tail. Okay, that's kind of funny, actually. Just using it as a real, like, proper fashion accessory. This borderline radioactive, ancient bit of technology being turned into a fashion statement. There is something, I suppose, Sonic-esque about that, ultimately, I feel. You know, the sort of, trivializing of all these, ancient artifacts. What do you think? I will admit, I am sort of in the midst of concentrating a little bit here, so apologies. Yeah, I think I could just, afford to turn here. I think. Well, at the very least, we're doing a little bit better than last time. That's really all I can ask for. And, of course, I missed the shortcut again. I think this may end up costing me a little bit. Just have to catch up with the bird. I think I passed the bird. That was a little too close, I think. Just need to... Okay, I think we got it. It's unbelievable how many McMuffins there are in the Sonic universe. Yeah, it is kind of funny just how much of a habit this series makes about just having all these various McMuffins. Yeah, I can't help it feels... Yeah, I can't help it really call them McMuffins anymore.
You can use that power too?
Well, yeah, can't everybody?
Really?
Ah, yes, the power of the Force.
Maximum value. Access
And of course, Robotnik's here.
access denied.
I forgot my password. I knew I shouldn't have let that spiky-haired boy in here.
What went flying just now?
They just give him such little regard.
What are you doing here?
Well, I know, Robotnik, your old design looked like a ball to me.
Company.
What?
Oh, yes.
So you're the ringleader behind this one too, Eggman?
He sounds so... He looks so miffed.
What the devil are you babbling about?
Come on, cut the act. I'm talking about the global robot rampage.
You must be joking. That's been quite a headache for me.
Oh, yes, so I guess Robotnik just has a whole bunch of these particular industries that he just has working on in the background.
I'll let you in on something. Not even I know.
And I guess it's nice to get a little in on how exactly Robotnik is getting all his money. That's in the casinos. Looks so weirdly textured in this game.
Well, I guess for now we'll buy that Eggman.
It's like, how much texture should we put on Robotnik's coat? Yes.
So maybe that has nothing to do with the robots that attacked us.
Where did you get that?
I know, I found it in a dumpster.
So you were holding out on.
I like how Sonic doesn't answer that. It's so hard physics temporarily got put on hold.
Very well, I'll tell you. All robot activity within my facility is normally controlled by the mother computer.
Oh yes, the mother computer.
Videotech network. It was supposed to be the perfect computer.
You know, it's kind of funky to think that this was like...
As of a few days ago, I've been unable to control it.
Trying to remember, like 12 years, I think? Like,
Power unit within the mother computer is a stone identical to the one you're holding.
let's see, 10... Yeah, 12 years before Frontiers came out, and it has Robotnik having his very own AI, like this.
Forms of energy and exudes a unique magnetic field.
Ooh, it makes you wonder whether this was Sage, ooh. Look at my PowerPoint, gentlemen, it'll explain everything.
Somehow, the robot's leader also contains a stone with similar
That's why you shouldn't put alien artifacts in your computer, Robotnik. We've been over this.
If my deductions are correct, the robot's leader is using the world's robots in an attempt to collect these strange stones from around the globe.
Oh yes, the very small-looking globe.
That even I don't know.
They're drawn to one another.
What, like the Chaos Emeralds?
These aren't just some rocks. They're spoken of in Babylon clan legends.
Also, I like how Jet's hand is just, thumb is just clipping into that thing.
Girl, give me back the Ark of the Cosmos.
Amy's
I don't know what you're trying to get at, Jet. I don't have one.
Sounds like we've got a fix on the robot leader's location.
Also, yeah, the villain of this game is just a robot. It's not even Robotnik, it's just an robot.
Amy!
So different than Meflishug Silver Scheitzel presentation on the... Only Robotnik here, Bob, to put in more than one slide. That's right, that's right. It's only further proof that the Robotnik was always the better villain compared to Mephiles. At least sometimes he has plans that make sense.
I'll do my best.
I want to say this is one extra track compared to the original Riders, because there's no like Green Forest equivalent, unless this is the Green Forest equivalent. I mean, regardless, this is still a pretty cool level, I'd say. Also, I couldn't tilt the Wii remote high enough. Well, I just realized the only characters here. I'm only racing against Sonic and Knuckles. Interesting choice there. I will definitely say I do quite like the music here. Yeah, I think this is one of those tracks that really wants you to have mastered the whole cornering thing. Again, works better on controller. I want to say this game was also available on PS2. You know, like so many other games which were also released on the Wii. It was kind of a shame, really, because I would definitely like to see if I could get this working with like the Wii Pro controller, because I still have that. I mean, I could technically try using the classic controller, I guess. It's just I ended up salvaging that for parts. Game is on, yeah, the game is on PS2. My assumptions were correct. I remembered, because I know that's the case for a fair few of games that were also released on the Wii. Also just happened to be released on the PS2. Like, I think that was also the case with, like, Force Unleashed. I know that was definitely the case with Unleashed. Also, well, Sonic Unleashed. Yeah, I think me messing around with the gravity dive like this is gonna cost me, actually. Alright, out my way, fellas. It's time for me. Shoot. Well, somehow I'm ahead of Knuckles. Somehow. Probably best not to question it, really. Just, once again, always trailing behind Sonic. Sounds a lot like my life as a whole, really. Oh, there we go. I kind of nailed it, except not really. Yeah, it really feels as though the gravity dive is only really usable in the places which it's designed to be used in. Oh, hey, we actually get to showcase off a get in there. Yeah, we actually get to showcase one of these off. Isn't it cool, everyone? We get to use this particular checkpoint. I don't think that really helped at all, actually. Because we're still miles behind the boys. Yeah, actually, real quick. Hold up a sec. I kind of want to see if I can get a GameCube controller working with this. I mostly say because that's what I'm used to playing this on. Let's have a look here. Okay, still nothing. Could have sworn this worked. Nope. Out. That's a damn shame. I'm gonna wonder though. I'm gonna wonder. I have another controller here. I want to see if this one works. Failing that, I guess I could try using the classic controller if I can find it. Buried amongst all the other stuff. There it is. Have my classic controller now. Let's see if this is compatible with this game. Nothing. Nothing at all. You know what, hold up. Let me just see if I can configure it in the options. That's GCN Wiimote, which is dumb. Usually, yeah, I think, compared to playing on a Wii U, I definitely think, control settings. Please use a Nintendo GameCube controller. Now it's... You know, let's try this out. Let's try this out just to be funny. Let's see what happens when I try to hold it like a remote. I imagine this is going to be even more cursed. VIP setting music. Yep, as I suffer. As we all do, we just live, die, and know. Let's try this out again. In your own time, game. I'm fairly certain this is fairly riveting viewing. Game. Okay, this is worse. This is. Oh, look at that! Yeah. I wonder, can I use this to just shoot down all the other racers? Let me just try that again. Okay, a little bit better. Okay, so I can at the very least use the gravity dive more, the gravity cornering. I forget the names. I'm just gonna say the turn. I get to use that more effectively now. Just looking at this is just like, guys, I have a laser pointer. I have a laser pointer. Just need you to follow it to follow it while I'm pointing it. I'm guessing there's supposed to be a prompt for when I'm supposed to use the gravity dive. And at the very least, I'm keeping up a little bit more effectively. I have a laser pointer. Again, super awkward to try and to try and claw my way up to changing gears while simultaneously having to do the thing. Okay, let's try this. Okay, no, I don't think this is working. I don't think this is working. Like, you really gotta be precise with this, from my reckoning. You really gotta be sure to keep it on the screen. Oh! Somehow actually made it up here, without needing to use the dive. Oh, you just gotta flick it. Gotcha. This isn't working. I'm being undone. Feels as though I'm just playing this game for the first time again, honestly, with this control setup. Just I can imagine someone playing this game for the first time with this controller setup and not exactly being the happiest of bunnies. Especially when stuff like that happens. I'm doing it, Mum. Look at me, Mother! Look at me, I'm playing the Hedgehog. It's like an ingenious solution, really, to a problem that should never have existed. Hit my way, Knuckles! Oh, so I just had to make it before the time was up. Okay. Okay. That's how that works. In proper Team Sonic fashion, Tails is always trailing behind Sonic. Wiimote was the first game I got. Ah! That's definitely gotta be an experience.
It took you long enough. What happened here? Don't ask me. First it comes flying at me full tilt, and then it just blows up.
It blew up?
Blows up?
Wait, does that mean...
Minus the ingenious solution to a problem that should never existed. Pretty much sums up motion controls. Minus the ingenious part. Pretty much.
Hey, where's that meathead store?
He grabbed something out of this robot and hightailed it out of here.
I wonder what it could possibly have been. Given our track record of everything relying around these ring rocks.
I don't think it's that simple. If Eggman started all this by putting that stone in his mother computer, I don't think it'll stop until we remove it.
So where is that?
I do wonder.
Wait, I remember Storm saying something weird about the thing he took from that robot matching something they found someplace else. Well, oh...
Looks like the brute chopper from Halo 3.
Giga, something like that. Wait,
I can kinda see it.
The Gigan rocks.
Microbus Colossum, that's right!
You know it, Knuckles?
It's a pretty famous ruin among us treasure hunters.
Yes, they taught us it back in Princeton.
It tells of some star shard sealed there that can grant your wishes.
shooting stars.
I asked, bringing up the whole fact that Knuckles is the treasure hunter all over blue, even though he's like the only treasure hunter in this universe outside of Rouge.
Directions to me.
What, did he and Rouge just discuss this sort of stuff over drinks?
Getting there ain't easy.
Over like a nice little glass of grape juice? Just
We'll be risking
discussing sweet nothings by the Emerald Altar.
Nothing new.
Yeah, you could you could definitely see where that water texture begins and ends. Let's go to Mount Powers. Oh, hey, that's right. Let's have a look at arguably one of my favorite levels in the game, at least in terms of these ones. Welcome to China. Welcome to 100 Acre Wood again. Not again. Knuckles. Let me just try that again. Good enough. Yeah, there's one particular reason I quite like Gigan Rocks. Just, again, from a spectacle point of view. Look at this! Approaching sound barrier! This is you're going like... I want to say this is like the fastest you tend to go in this game, just rocketing down that slope at light speed. The interior here also looks pretty neat as well. Really sort of feels like the equivalent of Sand Ruins, except honestly I think I prefer this to Sand Ruins in terms of spectacle, honestly, especially like whatever's going on here. You're not getting away from me that easy! Just you wait until I get my bike form, then you'll be in for it. I think I screwed it. The Wiimote's making it very plain to me how displeased it is. With no... Alright, let's... Oh yeah! Yes! Yes! Look how fast Knuckles travels down here. Just, again, light speed. Knuckles doesn't even try, he wears it as a necklace. Could have sworn it was on one of his shoes, actually, from the looks of it, but, I'll take your word for it. Oh, this was a mistake. I shouldn't have come here. Whatever. I will admit it is kind of awkward just seeing this cursor all over the screen. It's like you can tell when I make my mistakes. You can tell how bad I am at video gum. Could have gone a little bit better. Yeah, I think I mentioned before, these guys really do look like droidicas, don't they? From the Phantom Menace. Like, I'm fairly certain that's the first thing that comes to people's minds nowadays. It just, again though, with the whole news of leadership changes over at Star Wars, I do kind of find it kind of eye-opening, I suppose, in a sense, just how little people care about it. It's like, oh yes, we got the Ian Flynn of Star Wars, basically just running Lucasfilm now, in terms of the creative standpoint. That just means that most stuff we're going to be seeing now is honestly not going to be that much different. Oh, I think I just snuck out the victory there. Heck yeah. Get the stent life. It's... Oh yes. Guys, I have a laser pointer here. Yeah, that's really the main thing that comes to my mind, just that scene from Deltarune. I have a laser pointer. You need to change the Star Wars or fix anything. Last person in charge is the reason the Mandalorian stopped being a cool space western episode. Thanks, thanks. I made it in the end.
It's gone.
What's wrong, Knuckles?
He just said
The
Sonic.
legends say the star shard is supposed to be in this chalice. Did it roll off somewhere?
He just lifts it out of the... Guys, pause it for one moment.
Hey, Tails. What's up with this painting?
I don't know, Tails. Kind of reminds me of Babylon Garden. Just with wings for some reason.
The divine wings. Divine wings?
Oh my god, Tails, like, how do you manage to pick that up?
The legendary
Unlike you, Dusty Bench, I can read.
Knuckles, see if you can read this.
I aced my knowledge history check. Take a look, Knuckles. You can read Braille.
The divine wings, straddler of stars, lose their plumes to the dark and fall to the ground. The plumes become as stars returning to this land. We, the children of Babylon.
Babylon.
What
That's
connection
right,
do they
Snake.
have with these stones?
We still don't know that. But could the stones those robots are after be the plumes written about here? The divine wings.
I do gotta wonder what's keeping those flames alight, honestly. I mean, it's not like Robotnik is here just, keeping the torches lit. It's just...
Right. Babylon Guardian.
Yep, more Babylonian lore by the looks of it. It strikes me as the kind of to be all about ancient artifacts and absolutely stunningly stumble across marzipan with his handle. Oh yeah, I can definitely see. Oh hey, that's right, Jet's in this game.
Jet! Eggman!
I do find it cute that he still uses his Sonic Adventure 1 Eggmobile in these games. Ancient magic or something, I don't know.
Knuckles, what does the rest of the inscription say?
Huh? Oh, right. We, the children of Babylon, seal one star here and another within the Great Scar, formed in heaven's fall, until the time of the divine wings rising.
The Great Scar?
The Great Scar. He really is just doing his best Snake impression here.
Great Scar, lying in the east among earth stained red by the dawn's light.
Blood.
Eggman and Jet were headed east. The Great Scar must be the crater formed when the meteorite struck ground. That must be where Eggman found the plume.
Which means the mother computer...
I don't know what it is about Tails' model in this game, but it really just, feels distinctly reminiscent of Klonoa. Maybe it's just the PS2 graphics, I don't know. Oh, here we are. Straight into the final level by the looks of it.
Ha! Took you long enough. Where's Eggman?
Yep, just in there, I guess.
They call it the Crimson Tower. It's Meteotech's signal tower. Command sent out here relayed through facilities across the world to control the robots. In other words, you're looking at Meteotech's brain.
That big Eggman nabbed the arcs of the cosmos we've gotten and ran in there.
Well, you still have one Jet by the looks of it.
Probably planning to use the stone's power to issue an order to all the world's robots from this tower. Sooner or later, he was planning to set the robots rampaging. That was probably his reason for forming Meteotech in the first place.
Oh, can he just do that?
Again, huh? He never gives up, does he?
This is like Klonoa looks stupidly cute. Yeah, I do definitely like how Tails looks in these games. Especially with the goggles.
I was just sitting around here twiddling my thumbs. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Well, yeah.
Follow you. Sorry to keep you waiting. First one,
Models are,
Eggman.
yeah.
It's all
Models are incredibly expressive.
and the title of fastest creature in the universe.
I mean, I got nothing to prove here, but sure.
Fun to me. Let's get started.
Jet here with just absolutely everything to prove, and Sonic's just like, sounds like fun. I don't really care about the whole title thing. I know I'm already the fastest. Alright, got first place. Well, yeah, especially considering Wii/PS2 game. Wonder what happened to Eggman. You know, I was sort of under the impression, considering he straight up built Eggman Land, I was sort of under the impression that it was, the ruins of Station Square, considering we don't really know what happened to it after Adventure, but I'm guessing it just sort of fell into disrepair, really. It's one of those things we never really get to see again, honestly. Considering how ill-defined the Sonic world is. Like, where is this in relation to stuff like just gotta remember to be. You really gotta be precise with the laser pointer. Falls into. Well, yeah, considering it's also Jason voicing Jet. I think that's also the case when he voiced Darkswine Sonic as well, back in Secret Rings. And yes, I am ruining the day when I'm gonna have to stream Secret Rings. I remember nothing good about that game. Just know that it's going to be... Honestly, if I do end up streaming Secret Rings, I'm probably just going to only be doing the missions which are required to complete the story, so hopefully that means I won't have to do any dinosaur egg hunting or anything of the sort. At least that's the hope. It's gonna be pretty awkward if I end up losing here and someone like Tails ends up in front. Well, I guess I'm the fastest creature in the universe, Sonic. It was gonna happen eventually, mate. It was gonna happen eventually, mate. Don't know what's going on with the accent today. Oh yeah, that's right, they did the That's a good question, actually. Did they include, like, a proper map in the encyclopedia? I'm not sure they did. It feels like the turning on that gravity cornering mechanic takes forever. Oh, well, I'm keeping up with him at the very least. And I guess true to his word, he is keeping good speed. But not fast enough to beat me, I guess. Except when I crash into a wall like a doofus. Again, there is just something so funny about this, because I think this is the first time I'm actually playing this with this particular controller configuration. Whoa! Dagnammit. Yep, and once again the Wiimote just making audible note of my downfall. It's gonna be a miracle if I can get ahead at this rate. Come on, Tails, I have faith in you. Come on, show Jet who the real fastest thing in the universe is. Or something, I don't know. Yeah, I think that pretty much cost me. Mio Sonic is really just salt in the wound there. Yep. Well, I just want to reach out a little bit after that. Just originated in time in order if you go through it. Tails is faster. Tails is the Gohan of the yeah, exactly. Considering that's what Sonic and Tails' relationship was originally based on. Gohan and Piccolo. Potential status quo demands to be creeps. Yeah, pretty much. Action to playing Sonic Forces. Yeah, I imagine there's gonna be an instance where I'm gonna have to stream Forces as well. I mean, I did at the very least get it on sale, I believe, on Steam, so that's an option now. Not sure whether everyone would be interested in that, though, aside from me just complaining about the story. Which pretty much everybody in their auntie has already done. It is kind of weird, though, because I feel as though I'm managing this better than horizontally somehow. Like, how is this working? This is not how it's... This is just bizarre. And yet somehow it just works more effectively. So that makes me wonder, what if Secret Rings had a control scheme like this? Would that work at all? Part of me wants to say no, but I am curious. Fearless Forces playthrough. Yeah. I suppose, given my line of stuff I stream, it does seem kind of inevitable as well. Oh, look at that. Generating electricity as I grind very, very slowly. That's be like the slowest grind rail in the history of slowest grind rails. Nailed it. Okay, so you really have to just, Jeez, just it's like trying to keep track of two things at once here. I mean, it's working somehow. Just... Oh yeah, we still have like one more lap to go, I forgot. But look at this, already I feel as though I'm starting to get the memory back. I'm like actually getting the decent lead now. It's like, what is going on? Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Overclocked as well. This is funny because you can slap your voice over any cutscenes. Oh yeah, that's right, I can voice the avatar. Or, you know, I could, That's the thing as well, thinking about it with forces, because I could just try to make myself, or I could try to make one of my characters, because that's sort of where at least one of them originated from. I'll see what I feel like at the time. Because there's two in particular I feel that I could fairly decently remake in Forces, because, well, in terms of playable characters, Mongi sort of thing. Mongi slash ferrets. It's kind of a shame, really, but... eh. Oh yeah, well, I don't know what you were talking about, Jet. Fastest thing in the universe? What do you call that? A performance. Yeah, the sequel mod, which I've heard is better, at least in terms of level design, and the plot is nowhere near as offensive. Yeah, I'm just taking my sweet time. Oh yeah, the wind powers, which weren't a thing in this whole game. You like... I just love how Robotnik is just still very slowly falling.
So this is the master unit.
System error detected. All commands cancelled.
Let me see, but again as the forces OC them via... Ah! Beware of the pipeline.
Deal with it, Eggman.
Ah, it was another Robotropolis plot.
What have you done, Eggman?
Babylon Garden.
Oh, it just suddenly appeared all of a sudden. I was like, remember that from the first game?
Residents from all 5 power units must have called it
Like, what was it
down.
doing this whole time? Just sort of...
Then the legends were right. Here,
you need these more than me.
we haven't settled anything yet.
Yeah, we already settled everything.
Away,
I got nothing to prove.
Running away? Who do you think I am? I'll be waiting. See you at the World Grand.
Alright, the X-World Grand Prix is still a thing in this universe. And it just abruptly cuts off. The legend come to life. And, yeah, that's the hero story. We'll admit, ends a fair bit more abruptly compared to Riders, where it feels there at least it has, like, a proper ending, with Sonic getting assaulted with a squeaky toy hammer. Here it just sort of ends. Love their dynamic. Yeah. I can definitely see why a lot of people wanted to see Jet back in Crossworlds. It is nice that he's back at the very least. Yeah, that's it for the hero story. I wasn't certain as to whether... Oh, that's right, Cream's also in this game as a playable character. Not sure why you're showcasing Cream so much, even when she wasn't in the story. I do quite like this song at the very least. I suppose it is an interesting quandary as to whether I prefer the soundtrack to this game or the original. Again, there's Cream for some reason. Because Bunny... Well, yeah, just feels weird that Cream has such a... is so prominent even though she wasn't in the story. I guess someone on the dev team who took these in-game pictures really liked Cream. So, small bit of a quandary here. Oh, there's Shadow, I think. Small quandary. I was sort of considering just doing the stories in 2 parts, but they really are quite short, aren't they? So, whilst the credits roll... Oh, Rumblebee. I was thinking, that name sounds familiar. Yeah, I'm just gonna start a poll. Games OST... One has a very sort of sci-fi epic vibe, while Riders goes for more of a dancing too fast. Okay, yeah, that... You could finish this in one... I suppose I couldn't I? Again, I'll just wait for the credits to finish rolling before coming to an executive decision. Again, I'm probably not going to do the mission mode this time, just the story. So it leaves me to wonder in which case what I'm going to stream next week, because I did sort of plan to do this over 2 weeks, and yet here we are. Oh, looks as though everybody's just like, no, just end it now. End the pain, please. So I could... It's forced itself. I don't want Mother, please don't make me play Forces, Mother. Good grief. Ah yes, once again using the Havoc engine. Created by Sonk Team. Yeah, credits also seem quite short. Whoa. Finn. What are you talking about? There's no sharks in this game. So for our troubles for going through the hero story, we unlock. Give it a little bit. We get the Babylon story mode, World Grand Prix, Crimson Crater Course. New characters unlocked. Bunny, Rouge, Shadow, the Magic Broom. Elgato, can you please work with me? You know what? I think for the time being, whilst we wait for the poll to resolve itself, let's try out Free Race, I think. I want to see if it's here. Okay, I guess it only unlocks once you do both stories. I could have sworn there was like a secret course you could go through, but I guess not. So, kind of feel compelled to try out World Grand Prix, gonna be honest. Yeah, let's do World Grand Prix. Obviously, we could only do the Heroes Cup this time, so we have, in terms of choices, we have Sonk, we have, Ogilvy, Amadeus Jr., Solomon Reed, Amelia, not from HR, Starscream, the actual dumb character, and, if you unfortunately named one, then Bunny, Rugadebat, J.K. Rowling, and Johnny Silverhand. I'm gonna play as Bunny, so we get Dawn Trail, we get the Broom. Oh yeah, there's a shop, isn't there? Let's have a look at the shop. And there he is with... What is that Amy doll in the background? Sir, what are these plushies you have in the background? These bootleg-looking plushies? What are you doing with them? Alright, let's see what you got here. So, nothing I can probably afford, so... It's a Turbo Star. It's a Shooting Star. Beginner. Faster. Yeah, all of these, not as well as having different stats, also have different gear parts. That's like double take on half of what you just said. Shh, it's fine. Let's see, cover P, light board, which... Use gravity control on a dime. Not certain if this is as overpowered as it is in normal riders. G-shot. Which, earns GP for everything destroyed by gravity control actions. Ah, sounds pretty cool, actually. Oh, except it has weaker stats to make up for it. Wheel Custom. A beginner's wheel gear. It's easily mastered by even rookie riders. The Airship. Which you can turn into a yacht. So yeah, we got a fair few more interesting gear types here. We got yachts, and you have wheels, and increase gravity control output makes it deal like courses for an array of tight turns. Shinobi, where you turn into a ghost. Able to run along walls. Ooh, that's pretty neat. Fastest, obviously. Advantage S. Advantage F, Advantage P. Obviously, you still get your skates. GP accumulator. Untouchable. Master Off-Road, Windstar, Roadstar, Hyperdrive, GC Master, Legend, Omnitempus as opposed to Omnipotence, Kunoichi, a former Ninja gear like Shinobi but in Air Rider form, probably for air. Oh yes, perhaps used. Rail Linker, oh, Auto Grinding gear. Feels as though there's a lot of fun, yeah, feels as though there's quite a few fun, different gears this time around. Bingo Star. Ah, yes! Back to narrate some more Thomas the Tank Engine. Good old Bingo Star. My favorite Beetle. GP Tank, Throttle. And all or nothing! Smiles only upon the lucky. Money Crisis, I'm guessing that's, speeds up as rider collects rings. Pretty neat. Ah yes, Big Bangu. Then of course we get Hang On, Rainbow, Unlimited Gear Changes. Which seems more, hazardous than anything, and oh, that's it. Definitely gonna need to find a means of grinding up a whole bunch of rings on to get any of these. Anyways, let's go for some Grand Prix. Gonna be playing as... Let's see, what... Don't even get Darkness here, wow. Yeah, let's see what the Broom does. Vision Trap... Oh, so this is mostly dedicated to debuffs. Yeah, let's go with Dawn Trail. The secret fifth Beetle. Putting the B in Beetles. Skate Gears... Yeah, I do have a lot of fun memories of the Skate Gears as well. Well, here we are back in Megalovania. Again, the startup is still a fair bit awkward for me, but anyways, here we are with Bunny. Not sure if she still has the weakest stats in the game, like she did in Riders, but hopefully that won't matter too much. Like, oh no, how could I possibly contend in these conditions? I say, just running face first into a wall. Go me. Oh yeah, this is also still when Cream sounded like a squeaky toy, I remember now. Out the way. Also fairly certain they still reuse a lot of voice clips from the original writers. I think it's mostly prevalent with Robotnik once we get round to him. Still using voice lines from Sonic Adventure 2. Oh, masterful. Masterful. Cream is just emitting aura. I do find it funny as well, because I feel in more recent times, Cream has sort of garnered a reputation for being, quote-unquote, the most evilest Sonic character, more so than Robotnik or Mephiles. Which, I mean, I guess it's more... I know it's mostly sort of a joke, but I still find it quite funny. I guess that's the power of mooming. Let's see, can I hit these air rings real quick? Yep. Honestly, I'm surprised how well this works. Also didn't mean to do that, but... ah, well, it seems to be working. It seems to be working. I think. Nothing is as you shout, Jens. Who are you and how'd you know my name in All Stars? Ah. Yeah, it really seems as though they really... in more recent times, I really like to dig into the whole meme of Cream being this secret, sort of super evil character. I guess people just like the cute is evil trope. I mean, that's alongside the prospect of Vanilla being arguably the most terrifying character in the series because people like the sort of scary mom... the scary mother, trope as well. Because I know that's, how Vanilla is usually depicted in IDW. Which, I'm gonna be honest, I don't necessarily mind all that much. I mean, it's entertaining at the very least. Nothing is funny. Shadow goes... Dawn Trail expansion is so good it went a decade back in time to become a niche Sonic racer. Yes, it became Cream's mounts. As if she wasn't villainous enough. She's here to inflict Dawn Trail on everybody years and, like, decades in advance. Strongest SR character, we just don't know it yet. Like, oh yes, that whole thing. I wouldn't be surprised if Vanilla was sort of the exception to the rule of only male hedgehogs aside from Knuckles get super forms. Because screw Knuckles, I suppose. It's like, echidnas are technically hedgehogs, right? At least that's what we're going with. Yeah, it's super weird how this works. Again, just... again, my main complaint with how the Wiimote controls work is the fact that gear change is on up arrow. Should I say D up, when I feel it would make more sense to be at least more ergonomically sensible to be on D down. Just so it's, just so you can easily just, move your thumb to it. Don't forget the joy. The joy, oh yes, Super Trip. You know, I actually almost forgot about that, and I was happy. Suppose it is kind of funny, just, we made this whole big deal, like, the only characters that get super forms are Sonic, Shadow, and Silver, and maybe Knuckles, depending on who you ask, and then all of a sudden, just this random lizard girl on a backwater island just is like, oh yeah, I could just use them to turn into a Dargon. It's like, okay, what? It's like, current day Amy must be fuming at that prospect, the fact that she doesn't get a super form, and yet this random girl that she found on an island does. I mean, Trip is at the very least, at least from what I recall, kind of an endearing character, so I don't necessarily mind. I just find it funny. Like, oh yeah, that's right. Doesn't help the fact that, Dragon Trip doesn't exactly look the best. You know, at the very least, I take consolidation in the fact that, Dragon Trip is kind of overpowered, so... I guess I don't mind it that much. But I do gotta wonder now and think about it, what do you reckon other super forms would look like? Because I do kind of find it funny the prospect that Jet gets a super form and then it's just it just straight up copies beat for beat Scourge's color scheme with the purples. It's just like, yes! Finally with this I'll prove myself to you, Sonic the Hedgehog, and it's like, oh. Once again you've stolen Scourge's whole flow beat for beat, word for word. He's like, who the hell is Scourge? It's like, ask the audience. What audience? Oh yes, the Sonic Media flight sheet without having to enable it. Oh yeah. Now I remember the fact that she could basically just break entire levels in half. More so literally on the breaking part. Yeah, I don't know who was over there, but it just looked like they were spazzing out entirely. Come on! What a way to end a race, huh? I think a real Super Amy would be that she's a light of... Yeah, I've seen a lot of ideas for a Super Amy. I'm wondering if she'd have, like, that massive metal hammer she has in the advanced games. The one she pulled on Sonic in the credits to Rush. You know, like, instead of a toy hammer, it's like an actual, proper... I'm gonna smash you over the head with this, like, Tinkerton hammer. Well, yeah, Super Surge would just be Super Scourge again in terms of color schemes with the purples. At least, but then that time would probably just be intentional. Oh goody, it's this track again. Game. Again, Wiimote just, scaring me for a second there, just like... You have committed a cardinal sin, you must be punished! As I got put into, like, the conveyor belt scene from Attack of the Clones by the looks of it. Oh yeah, this feels better. Also, yeah, just have a bomb, I guess. Oh yeah, there was also a pathway up there, which I'm not really sure amounts to anything, now that I think about it. Suppose that's an interesting thing to really look into, though. Just, you have all these different, like, gravity shortcuts, and I'm not entirely certain if they really change all that much in terms of how much time it saves. Like, maybe, not that one over there. That one probably leads to shortcuts. I think. At least I want to hope so. I want to see the best of this game has to offer. Or at least the best I can given the circumstances. It really is a shame as well now that I think about it, because most Wii games I used to play as a kid, I mostly did just, Oh, there we go. For a second there, I thought I kind of blew it, but, I guess here we are. Hey, Sonic. It's time for you to pay the piper. You've been running for far too long, my boy. Yeah, you really gotta be quick with those by the looks of it. Oh, it actually does lead to a bit of a shortcut here by the looks of it. Get over here, Sonic. Your time has come, you can't outrun death forever. You know, for a second there I keep thinking, did that actually work? And he pulls out a 10-kilogram hammer. Like, yep, just, no more squeaky toys for you. Instead, you get the vicious, big, vicious killer hammer. What do you think of that? I will admit, though, this course definitely seems to be a fair bit more complex than I originally gave it credit for. In terms of all the various twisty-turny shortcuts you can take. Suppose that's really the sort of credence to the gravity mechanic. The fact that you can have all these weird, kooky shortcuts all around the stage, which you can take advantage of at your leisure. Or leisure, depending on who you ask. There we go. I really do gotta give credit to whoever it is who manages to restack all those robots as soon as we've finished tearing through here with the power of gravity. Just like, oh dang now I gotta reset all these up again, and oh god, here they come again. Not again. Tracks feel neat in this game. They have more, because they feel more like Sonic. Yeah, I suppose that's the sort of appeal to the writers' games, where they have levels that feel more like Sonic stages, which... Honestly, the fact that they did ultimately go ahead with a more conventional kart racer in the end, in regards to side series with the All-Stars Racing series, Team Sonic Racing, and Cross Worlds, does sort of disappoint me a little bit, admittedly. Alright, let's see if I end up walking this level as well. And she even does a nice little curtsy as well, just like... Oh, don't mind me, I'm just here as the Reaper, I guess. Because the entire meme around Cream now is just evil. Alright, I didn't... ran out of juice! One thing I also do gotta appreciate about a lot of these early games is that's how they just are able to emulate water splashes on the main screen. It's something which I first noticed in like Rayman 3 back in like 2001, 2003. And it's something that I always seem to appreciate whenever it crops up in games. Like, oh hey, they added this whole small thing where there's just water on the screen just to make it immersive. I do gotta appreciate that. Okay, let's see if I can thread the needle this time. Oh. Almost. Almost. I almost got it. I just realized I don't think there's actual slipstream mechanics in this game. Instead, it's just you and the turbulence. Hope you get lucky with that turbulence, otherwise you're just going all the way back. You also gotta appreciate just how snappy the whole turning feels now. Just feels as though I'm really starting to get the hang of it now. Video game water and yeah, exactly. And part of me likes to think we can thank Sonic Adventure for that, because it made a big deal about its water physics. And how well it could render a big drip. You know, I've been thinking actually, it's been a while since I streamed Sonic Adventure. Maybe I should stream that again as well at some point. I do sort of have an idea as to when, just a matter of timing, I guess. Yeah, I'm imagining Cream just looking at all these various comments about her being, like, this secret demon and just being very confused and very concerned. the fact that just being nice to people is seen as some sort of sinister ulterior thing. I'm fairly certain I didn't deserve to actually get this, but oh well. Oh well, let me just I'm fairly certain there was no need for me to do that. Chaos the villain, born from a technical graphical flex. Look at that, a whole 10 seconds ahead of Sonic. You'll love to see it. In your own time, game. I know there's only like 2 courses left. Anyways, time for Mount Pausa again. Not again. You have failed to control your Wiimote in the most optimal of manners. You will be judged for your sins, and judged harshly at that. I mean, you say dumb Wii controls. I am genuinely surprised at how well this works. I mean, again, the gear changes leave something to be desired, but this works. It's like, aside from just like that with the startup, it works basically how you'd expect it to. Again, it's just a matter of just remembering to keep the cursor on the screen. I'm gonna limit as well, just how this place looks. Very nice looking. Okay, and I get to just oh, there was like an entire secret pathway back there. Ooh. Jeez, this is a massive skip. So yeah, don't mess with fly characters in this course, I guess. It's functional, it's more you could say about it. Yeah. Secret rings immediately comes to mind, which I'll give him this. I'll give him this, definitely. They've improved since Secret Rings when it comes to the motion controls, for what that's worth. Like, I know there's a fair bit more nuance to Secret Rings with regards to how, with all the various RPG elements, but generally speaking, I don't really have that many good memories when it comes to Secret Rings. Should be an interesting thing to go back to, though. This is redonkulous. At least I'm assuming that the other different various types of characters have ways in order to catch up to that, because that is silly. Yeah, I think, from what I can see, the only, like, original voice clips in this game are the ones dedicated to the gravity dive. I think. Because obviously they had to redo those voice lines. Saves money, I suppose. Just style on him a little bit at the end there. Been so busy lately, been meaning to check out Project Rian. Oh yeah, I did hear about that as well. That's definitely going to be interesting. Because I'm guessing that it's just Secret Rings, except you can use a controller as opposed to being lugged with the Wiimote.
Please, take it easy on me.
Oh, you can just lower... Oh, so that's how you do it. There, you see, I somehow managed to nail the run-up. It's a lot... There's a fair bit more nuance here than I was anticipating. It's like the laser pointer works. I guess... Oh, so that's what he was saying. Unleash gravity, which makes sense. Just for some reason, as a kid, I always thought that Shadow was saying ugly traffic, which, you know, makes more sense when you go into levels like Megalo Station. Obviously, just I guess Shadow is had it up to here with his daily commutes to working for Gun. Just like, I'm sick and tired of this ugly traffic. This is not the world Maria would have wanted. Ugly traffic is... That's legitimately what I thought it was saying this whole time. I think we shall have to go into a, into another run real quick. Oh. I didn't mean to do that, but... Well, I'm in the lead anyways. Meow. Yeah, it really feels as though the gear change is really what's screwing me up here. Just... like that. Well, we still seem to be in the lead despite that blunder, so I'll take what I can get. Let's see, is this a ramp? Is this... Ah, perfect. I can just use this to cheese most of the course then. You gotta love just how overpowered some of these shortcuts are. Like, I'm fairly certain there has to be, like, certain character combinations which are just the best for getting, like, world records and stuff in each track. Like, some shortcuts which are just objectively faster than others. Well, I'm still, like, miles ahead of everyone, so I'll take it. I was thinking as well, there's a whole bunch of Wii games that are still yet to play, like, I'm not sure how many streams I want to dedicate, say, for example, to Mario and Sonic Beijing 2008, because I don't think that necessarily has, like, something like a story or festival mode, so... Maybe just a thing where, if I'm able to get all the dream events up and unlocked real quick, then I'm probably just, dedicate the stream to those. You know, the dream events, the most interesting part of those games. Which I'm fairly certain are kind of just more less interesting in Beijing 2008, from what I recall. I seriously thought I was going over the edge that time. Oh, look at that. Stylish finish. 20 characters, Loki got the good life in this game, I think. Yeah, that's a shame, but hey, it's like a game where Silver actually gets to be a good character once, because I think Silver's in this game from what I recall. Look at that. What do we get for our hard-earned... Let's see, only 500 rings. Kind of a rip-off, if you ask me. Alright, can we buy anything from the shop with this measly amount of money? So, what's the most expensive thing we can get here? G-shots. We can also get light board. Yeah, cover P, cover F, faster. I kind of want to get the light board. Alright, let's just go into a normal race. Just going to... It's like, ooh. Really just sort of hammering it on the fact that there's just so much stuff yet left to unlock. Yeah, we're just gonna play Shadow. This way we get to showcase his voice line. His funny, ugly traffic voice line.
Now, witness my true power.
Watch me spin in place like a fabulous ballerina Omega's been teaching me. So yeah, not so necessarily... Well, obviously considering stuff like boost... Oh, that is a trick and a half right there. But yeah, considering how boosting works in this game, I'm guessing that the light board isn't nearly as overpowered. And I'm certain there is at least one board in this game which is a lot more overpowered to compensate for it, but... Oh, here we go. Ugly traffic! He just sounds so angry. It's one thing I can't help but note with regards to Jason's performance in the later 4Kids era games. Shadow just sounds so angry all the time. It's like ever since 06, he's just been sounding so angry all the time. It's like, I can't believe it, I already picked as a character. Shadow circa 2008. I think it's especially funny considering 2006, like, Rider Shadow. Fair bit more subdued. Like, I think Angry Shadow, really started to become more prevalent in 06. And then it just sort of took over by the time, like, Black Knight came around. Let's see, oh, there's a rail here. Don't mind if I do. Sorry, Tails. Oh wait, that wasn't Tails, that was Cream. Sorry, Cream. Where the fluff did you two come from? Like, yeah, I think, yeah, especially it was prevalent in 06 with, let's get moving! There really are just so many just infamous voice lines from the English cast in this series. Sort of thing that I really can't help but really just sort of appreciate it. It's like, as unintentional as it may have been, it really has just become really just a part of this series' DNA, for better or worse. Like, especially with the more recent games, just how many old lines just start getting referenced over and over. It's like, how many times can Ian put in "Let's do it to it" from the Archie series, or calling Shadow a faker, or doing the whole OVA line with Tails and Crossworlds, even though it's like super out of place and doesn't make sense unless you have the proper context. I think maybe I should do another Crossworld stream at some point. Just the more I think about it, there's a whole bunch of other Sonic games I could just stream. Yeah. Unlocked new character. SCRHD, which I'm fairly certain is just, basically this game's equivalent to the E10000. It doesn't come with any gears. I'm fairly certain... Not even certain as to what sort of, type of character it is, honestly. It's just, I think it's power type. Looks like a power type. Especially with those stats. Yeah, just, Mississippi, we have line. Yeah, that was, kind of a wild choice for them to do that, though. It's like, they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. Well, I guess everybody wants me to carry on with the, carrying with the Babylonian story, so I guess we're doing that. Thanks, everybody. Can bot for... Yeah, so it's basically just got some bike built into it. Alright, let's carry on into Babylon story mode. Unlock the truth behind the shooting stars. We don't even get a fancy cutscene here, just cuts them being at the altars. It's like, I wonder who could have possibly stolen this comet shard. Jet working on his first short story and his last short story at the same time.
That takes care of that trap.
What about the other trap?
Yep.
Oh. It really is like they're just doing the whole Raiders of the Lost Ark thing here. Silly Jet, you're supposed to put a bag of sand in his place. What have you... The password is Maria. Seems to be a very common password in this series.
Look, a shooting star.
Can we pretend... No, that's just an airplane.
Hey, what you doing?
But I guess she's just gonna pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars because she really can do it with a wrist right now.
Disappears, it'll come true.
How old are you? Grow up. Right, boss?
Yeah, the comedy here is still on point.
All right, Star. Give me the power to beat it.
Quite a lot of shooting star. Oh. Guys, I think a nuke just went off.
Whoa.
Damn it, Storm, you shouldn't have wished for anything. See, I told you should have brought a bag of sand. Now look what's happened.
No, the trap.
Which, I mean, you could just run forward. It's just a bunch of boulders. So this is how they showcase off the gravity powers of the jet. In a far less impressive manner. Wave, how do I turn this off?
Looks like my wish came true already.
Whatever, let's just go with it. Meanwhile, Wave and Storm are just utterly befuddled and confused. Reach the goal within 3 minutes 42 seconds. Seems I'm gonna have my work cut out for me again. Gigan device.
No way I'm gonna lose.
No way I'm gonna lose. I just gotta remember to be... Again, this whole Wiimote thing is just throwing me off. It's like, yes, the best... We need to find a way to escape this place, and we must do that by going in a circuit 3 times. For some reason. And I suppose it makes about as much sense as, oh hey, we need to go and find Robotnik on his deathbed. Let's go to a whole bunch of random locations first, like a hilltop and a casino night. I'm fairly certain you could alter a lot of the... It looks like there's a grind rail over here. You could alter a lot of the sort of classic levels so that their order makes a fair bit more sense in a more logical manner. Like, I think that was the original... Ooh. I think that was the original idea that they released with... Oh. Yeah, this place seems seems far less interesting compared to Gigan Rocks, but yeah, no, it's still fairly fun. Also, is this grind rail made out of water? Looks like it. I will say I do kind of appreciate as well that, at the very least with the Babylonian story, the level order is different depending on who you're playing as. You know, it's like it solved the problem that Sonic Heroes had, where the stories feel a whole bit more unique, even though the levels aren't all that much different. But yeah, the whole Sonic 1 level order thing, I know that originally was supposed to be Green Hill, Labyrinth, Marble, Starlight, Spring Yard, and then Scrap Brain, and then it got switched around for difficulty's sake. Do you sort of like how that sort of translates as well with the 8-bit version of Sonic 1? I'll probably go into a bit of this more if I ever do stream Sonic 1, but I feel it's something that could have also been had a bit more attention paid to it in Sonic 2 as well. I mean, it's not that bad, just again, just gets the sense that you're going to a whole bunch of random locations. Oh yeah, we only have like 45 seconds in order to escape the trap. Will they make it in time? I mean, they'd sort of have to, otherwise there wouldn't be a story. It looks like we're gonna have our work cut out for us here. I mean, I think we're nearly there at the very least. I think we can make it. I think. Just don't think about it, just go. 10 seconds. Okay, we're good. Sorry for the delay. It was kind of neat for what it... Yeah, I definitely can appreciate it. It feels a bit of a shame. Feels a bit of a shame, really, because I feel a lot of people don't really pay that much attention to the Game Gear / Master System games outside of Brazil, for obvious reasons. I asked, and here we get... This is fiddling like it's his new toy.
Figured it out, Jet.
Yeah? What you got?
As I suspected, the Ark of the Cosmos is an engine unit for the Babylon Garden, invented by our ancestors.
Yeah, can we just get all this information right off the bat, huh?
Any part. I'll need to analyze it further, but I think this stone's magnetic field...
Oh yes, not gravity field, it's magnets. Fluffing magnets, how do they work?
Can the boring speech. What can this thing do for me?
To put it simply, the stone can temporarily charge up gravity, then convert it to power Babylon Garden's warp drive.
Sounds
Ah yes, Babylon Gardens. What do genies need with a warp drive? I do kind of wonder.
There are 5 arcs of the cosmos. One serves as the master unit, while the other 4 attract each other and serve under it.
Okay, so if they attract each other, you should be able to make some kind of arc-finding radar. Get on it.
Understood.
Yep, we could just make radars for these McMuffins now. I've changed the ancient Fitbit. The ancient Fitbit.
Once again, that was the scene from Megalo City Museum this morning, when a Mediotech security robot stole a meteorite on display. The robot is at large and is suspected to still be in the city area.
That's an arc of the cosmos.
Oh, how convenient. Also, the way the boards look, it really just sort of reminds me of Beyblade, where they just completely changed the art style of the actual things, when part of me just still kind of prefers how they looked in the regular Riders, in all honesty. I think I think on the whole most people agree, because obviously I like the fact that Storm's wearing his as a ring. I lost track of what I was saying, I'm sorry. Just, oh yes, look at this, more realistic Vigigum rain effects. I think this is another one of my favorite tracks, just from spectacle alone. Like, look at this. Doesn't this just look cool, everybody? Really just sort of messing with the gravity here by the looks of it. And I really do gotta feel bad for power characters, because from what I recall when I played this back when I was a kid, I mostly just stuck to playing a Shadow. Maybe Silver and maybe Tails occasionally, but mostly Shadow. Okay, that's pretty funny. Just... I'm late for the bus! I gotta hurry, the Chili's closes in 20 minutes! Personally, but I do like the original ones too. Yeah, okay, that was it. The Gears art style. I mean, I want to say this sort of art style did sort of make a return in Crossworlds as well with Storm's Extreme Gear. It's like I can very much see the resemblance. It's like Storm gets his Zero Gravity Extreme Gear, Jet gets his one from regular riders. Wave, I think, just gets some... I want to say she gets one from Free Riders. At least that makes sense to me. Again, it's been a little bit. Don't exactly remember all the uniquely fine-crafted details from Free Riders. Not that anybody, I think, would. Oh lordy, coming. It's like, how... He needs to get to the Denny's in like 5 minutes, otherwise he's not going to be able to get his Grand Slam. I feel this is... I'm not sure if it's just me, but it feels kind of awkward trying to keep up a decent amount of gravity on this stage. It feels like it's not exactly the most easiest thing to do in the world. Oh, now that's a drift. Didn't even realize I was drifting in this game. Well, I mean, it does look pretty neat at the very least. Just, on his motorcycle and his goggles down, just looking like a... All he's missing is the leather jacket. Then the extra gears do resemble different games, like the soccer board, looking like something from... And just flying in the air. Oh, reminds you of Bubsy. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, here we are in the Botanical Gardens again. Well, maybe he wouldn't have lost it if you weren't being... Oh yeah, that guy's just really having a bad day. It's a lot easier on flight cards and speed makes it dumb they force you to play a Storm. Well, they gotta make you play a Storm somewhere. He's going at terminal velocity! Da 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 da. Ah!
Okay, you got me. I was running away from those robots. I was so scared.
Hey!
Oh, now convenient it was pink this whole time. No!
What's that? The cause of all my troubles. I picked it up in
I do gotta wonder though, how exactly do they fit those around their wrists, given the size of their hands?
this storm.
Oh no, he's coconut molding!
The key to solving this mystery is Mediotech. You two!
I heard them too. Let's circle on ahead of them and gather information.
Oh yes, gather information, that's right.
Wait, Sonic the Hedgehog.
That's right. You won't be calling yourself the fastest for long, Kakarot! It really feels... Again, I think I've reiterated this ad nauseum at some point, but it really feels as though a lot of people get it wrong when they say Shadow is the Vegeta of this series. Ooh, this looks pretty nice. You think you can win with that board? Even though nobody's using boards here, Wave. You think you can win with that board? Could have sworn they also brought a track like this back in Free Riders at some point, at least something that looked fairly similar. I do remember playing on this particular track a lot as well. Generally speaking, I feel as though I ended up liking the Babylon tracks a lot more than the Hero ones, weirdly enough. Outside of Gigan Rocks, obviously. Big Vegeta. Yeah, exactly. If anybody is the Vegeta of this series, it's Jet. Oh, look at her go! Oh, she's ready to take someone's head with that thing. That has to be the most terrifying thing in the world, honestly. Just seeing her running at you like full tilt with a wrench the size of you. Just like, you better start running. Or more so, you should have started running 2 minutes ago. At least I want to think I'm doing pretty good at this. I think mostly it just Shadow gets logged in as the Vegeta because, like Sonic, he also gets the Super Saiyan form, whereas Jet doesn't. It just makes it all the more funny, the fact that the prospect of a Super Jet. It's like, I finally found a way to surpass you, Kakarot! I mean Sonic. Meanwhile, Sonic's just on Super Sonic 2. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, what? I phased out there for a second. Barely yeah, I've heard a lot of bad things about Riders, to the point where I know that's probably not fair to me to judge, considering I haven't played it, but I almost want to say that Free Riders may be the worst game in the entire series. Which I know is sort of a bold claim, but it's just has a lot of the elements of other bad Sonic games, which I don't like, and it's just all comes together in this, like, package of evil. It's got the almost borderline non-functional controls of Secret Rings. It's got the bad humor of the bad writing of Lost World. And it's practically borderline shovelware, given how it plays, and at least from what I've heard and from what I've seen, because funnily enough, I did end up seeing this one video showcasing the various amount of Kinect games. It's kind of staggering, really, just how many of them just don't use the Kinect to its full potential. And how many of them, despite how they look, are just straight up shovelware. Sort of makes me wonder nowadays as to whether or not the sort of extinction of shovelware, as it were, was actually a good thing or not. Considering how games are monetized nowadays. Because at least back then, when the games were good, you knew they were very, very good. Alright, here we are with this cutscene again. I bet we look so cool right now, guys! And with that alone, Jet became a cooler character than Silver. It's like, what? So what if you can move stuff with your mind, pretty boy? Look what I can do.
Cut it out, Storm. All right, Kirby. Hand over the Ark of the Cosmos.
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. Not after swiping the Ark of the Cosmos right out of our hands.
Hey, hold up a minute. Girls hate guys who rush them, Jet.
Rush?
Still find this exchange hilarious.
And today, I'm gonna prove it.
Again, Jet, probably not the best thing to say to Wave there. It's like, no wonder she's so disapproving of you. Gotta watch. Yeah, pretty much.
Looks like we'll have to...
And unlike Silver, he can actually back it up somewhat. At least when it comes to riding on boards.
You passed until you hand over that stone, lady.
Hey, out of the way, buddy! I'll lose sight of Sonic!
That's a cool PNG right there.
Wait!
Maybe just sick of everybody's nonsense. Oh yeah, this is interesting. We actually get to play as someone other than the Babylonians for once. Yep. In the MediaTek Sparkworks, underneath the rest of MediaTek, we get to play as Amelia. Looking stylish as always. You know, I have been thinking for some considerable time now what I consider to be my favorite of the female Sonic characters. Which I know is sort of a weird thing to sort of get into, really, but... I mean, you'd think it would be Rouge, but honestly, thinking about it more and more... I can't really say it is Rouge, mostly just because I feel as though she kind of peaked as a character in Adventure 2 and has just sort of been trying to find her place in the whole series as a whole for the longest time. Alright, that was cool. Honestly, all things considered, I feel it would ultimately be, ironically, a toss-up between pre-2010's Amy and Blaze. I mean, Blaze is sort of an obvious one, everybody likes Blaze, but I think you've heard me and a whole bunch of other people talk ad nauseam with regards to Amy, and how she's not a good character nowadays compared to how she is here, where she actually has a personality. Because honestly, I feel my version of Amy, or just sort of more so how I picture Amy, outside of the whole her being just Californian HR woman, basically. It's sort of like a cross between, well, how she is here, with her Sonic infatuation and, basically Tinkerton. I feel a lot of people would be fine with Amy if she basically was just Tinkerton, just this absolutely sort of head-empty ditz who can absolutely murderize you with a hammer bigger than she is. And it's definitely more of an endearing character trope, I'll give her that. As opposed to her just being kind of... I suppose it is interesting, really, how she's going to end up being in Movie 4. Because we've yet to get any trailers so far, and honestly I'm kind of intrigued as to what they're going to do with Amy, as to whether she's just going to be Flynn-style girl boss or actually be interesting, because I could imagine just the prospect of movie Amy and movie Sonic just constantly geeking out with one another, having gone through like similar experiences. Honestly, could envision them just sharing a song together at some point, like that one scene in Digital Circus. I mean, it's sort of a weird, sort of specific thing, I know, but that's the main thing that comes to mind for me. Also, can I get up on this rail? Oh, I was nowhere near that, but alright, game. I was soft stuff for Blaze, though I would be lying to say a prince with him up. And just like that, I can't use my gravity dive. Fantastic. I'm trying, game. I'm trying. And now Storm's gonna catch up to me. Well, we still wanted the release. So though I'd be lying if I didn't say the premise behind the girl for this search. Just wish she wasn't horrible. Yeah, I think that's a common consensus as well. Just wishing Surge was a better character. That annoys me more than the fact that the Mario movie they did to Peach. Yeah, I've heard a lot of bad things about movie Peach. It's a shame as well, because I do kind of like Peach, like game-wise at the very least. I guess the part of growing up... Oh, it's this scene. This horribly compositive cutscene where they're constantly teleporting all over the place. I do gotta admire her stamina, just the fact that she was able to run all this way. Yep, just... I've seen a lot of people analyze this cutscene through and through, just with how... I think this is a particularly good example here. Like, they were in the middle of the road and now they're just not. Now we're just on the grates. Yeah, it's like when Amy gets mad, she can be properly scary.
So you're going to find the way out. Am I clear?
Crystal clear, ma'am, sir.
Like, this is just textbook Amy right here. Yeah, I do find it funny the fact that Amy is just, weirdly enough, on Knuckles' tier of strength, or possibly higher, depending on who you ask. It really is the sort of thing where part of me kind of wonders as to whether or not, Amy... Oh, that robot just straight up teleported. Sort of thing that makes me wonder as to whether or not Amy should straight up replace Knuckles as the muscle on Team Sonic, and Knuckles should be allowed to go on his own solitary adventures. Well, that was convenient. How convenient! It just happened to be this one particular robot that had the remaining thing.
And now this makes 2 of them. I gotta get back and tell Chet.
Hey, wait!
I mean, to be fair, Amy, you could probably just catch up to him in a nanosecond and completely just demolish him, but oh well, I guess it's time for another cool level. Tempest Waterway. I always found this level to be quite cool. This level... I've noticed this game really likes its water effects. Like with the rain and such, and especially on this level. Like, look at this. It's like there's more water in this game than in Hoenn. I will admit, it may just be me, but I kind of wish these games had more tracks, to be honest. Because this feels like, I think this game is like a total of 14 tracks all told, like maybe 14, 16. I'm trying to keep track of all of them, and and it's not working, so... Main story-wise, it's 6 apiece, then there's 12 for... Then there's an additional 2 given how this story pans out. Then there's the bonus levels. So I want to say that's 16 all told. Still doesn't feel like all that many, especially compared to Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing from what I recall. Like, that had a lot of tracks in it. Knuckles being by his lonesome is always when I was... Yeah, exactly. I think that's becoming more of a common sentiment, especially given people looking back at how I was in Sonic Adventure and just being like, you know, Knuckles definitely seems like the sort of character who works best for more introspective stories. I mean, you could argue the same about Shadow as well, but I've been thinking about that for a little while with regards to Shadow and Team Dark. I sort of like the idea of Shadow and Team Dark basically being like the equivalent of, in Star Trek terms, the Section 31 to Team Sonic's like Picard and Starship Enterprise, where it's like, you know, you have Sonic and his friends doing all this sort of idealistic, heroic stuff, and then you got Shadow and Team Dark sort of sacrificing their morals and doing all this, these morally questionable things in order so that the world can be a better place and characters like Sonic and Amy and Tails can have their more sort of, by comparison, naive mentality. You know, back when Star Trek had good writing and wasn't just written by hacks. Oh yeah, that was right, the Frontiers prologue. Still don't get why that wasn't included in the base game, honestly, because that always just annoys me. The fact they keep making all these really cool, like, animations to promote the games and then not including them in the game. And just having them relegated to social media, just... I know a lot of people would probably see them on social media, but just for archival purposes alone. Just having them being available in the games themselves. I would highly appreciate, personally. Though that's mostly just coming from someone who grew up with stuff like Sonic Mega Collection. Which is, despite not being on the disc, featured the opening and closing animations for Sonic CD. I don't get as to why, but I always thought that was super cool back in the day. Like me, personally, I think a lot of people would agree, just the fact that the CD animations and the OVA arguably peak Sonic. Promo shorts are cool, but a lot of people don't... Yeah, exactly. It's like all this work goes into them, and them being in the games themselves would be a good way for more people to see them. The Shadow... Yeah, the Shadow ones, as far as I'm aware, were only in the PS5 version, unfortunately. Still not a fan of that. Alright, I think we're up to the last race at this point, and we get to see one of my,
He's late!
He's never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he needs to.
Sorry, boss.
You're late!
But I brought back something.
Now it's time for one of the funniest scenes in the game. He got 2!
Not bad, Storm. Not bad.
Oh yeah, just not bad. Not excellent or anything, you just... Yeah, you did the bare minimum.
Message in that ancient text that has me wondering. I'll try to paraphrase it simply enough for you to follow.
Ah yes, simply enough for you to follow because you're an idiot.
We've reached our decision. We must sever the engine unit from this vessel. For if we delay, the contraction of the engine's core will lead the lightless black to consume everything.
The lightless black, I wonder what that could be hinting at. Also, Robotnik just somehow snuck in here.
Lightless black?
Lightless black?
What does that mean?
Who can say? What are your thoughts?
How should I know? Anyway, we can leave the thinking for later. For now, we need to collect these archives. Huh?
Yeah? Yeah? Somehow nobody noticed. Robotnik, and he just flies by just like, joke's on you, suckers! It just looks like 2 grabby hands specifically carrying them.
Sneak onto my ship, Willie. Full speed ahead. Follow him.
What can I say? Robotnik's a man of many talents. Also, really do quite like that rendition of Eggman's theme from Riders. Alright, it's time for this scene again. It's time we finally settle this Kakarot.
They call it the Crimson Tower. It's Meteotech's signal tower. Command sent out here.
I think we've already... Not sure I want to skip this though, because honestly, this is still a pretty cool scene. You know, there's actually decent cinematography going on, which is more than I can say for most modern games. At least from the Sonic side.
Planning to use the stone's power to issue an order to all the world's robots from this tower. Sooner or later, he was planning to set the robots rampaging. That was probably his reason for forming Meteotech in the first place.
Yeah, fairly certain that's still illegal.
Well, looks like we got a storm just sitting around here twiddling my thumbs.
Well, I was, but that goes without saying.
I follow you. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Love how lighted the yeah, exactly. Just
All of the arcs of the cosmos.
I miss when the cutscenes in this series were like this.
Creature in the universe.
Huh. Sounds like
It's like this sticks out far more to me, at the very least, than just static models of Sonic and Amy standing in a field. What is the lightless black? Anyways, it's time to finally settle this, Kakarot. I will admit this is one of the levels that I'm least familiar with, so we'll just see how we do. I'm not as familiar with this as compared to Crimson Tower, at the very least. I mean, it should be fairly similar at the very least, with how it's set out. Woof. But I do gotta admit, as a man of many talents, it really seems like Robotnik has quite the large fan base. He has quite a lot of fans, you might say. I'm sorry. Yep, the boys are fighting again. It's like you. Oh, I think this is where we get to. Yes. Okay, that sort of worked. I think that was where you were supposed to use it, because I don't think there's necessarily as over. Oh, right, there is a bit of an overt strike coming up. Fantastic. Nice to see that we still have the wrecking ball and chain from the first game. Whatever. I'm just gonna skip ahead. Wave, you're ruining my mood again. Jet, I don't think this is necessarily the time to be measuring the size of your feet with the blue hedgehog. I don't care. This means everything to me. I have to prove who is the fastest in the universe. Well, man, at the very least, it does still look pretty cool with his goggles. It's so weird to see that Jet is still just a significantly cooler character than Silver. At least in my eyes. Just feels as though Jet is just sort of more effortlessly cool. It's like, you know, he has this sort of confidence to back up the whole bravado thing, and it's still funny to watch. Robotnik's biggest fan. We'll say with this, I feel this sort of suffers a similar sort of fate as with regards to Dark Desert in the first game, where it sort of feels overshadowed in a way compared to what comes up at the end of the story, because it's kind of obvious at this point that this is set up in basically the exact same way as the first game. At least in terms of structure and how you unlock stuff. I mean, I don't necessarily mind her there, at least. Just, it's like one of the few times when the series was consistent was with V's games, up until Free Riders, obviously. Jet is just the extreme of Sonic in every way. I think that's a good way of putting it, actually. Security Corridor just seems like a fair bit of a generic name, in all honesty. Well, there's Babylon Garden again, just sort of hanging there.
Here. Hey, we haven't settled anything yet.
Well, yeah, we did. Peace out, I guess.
Jet, we have other things to take care of. Let's hurry to Babylon Garden.
I'm gonna need yours as— oh, she actually did take Jets off. Good to see. Now I'll never get his attention again.
Suppose we should head home too.
Sonic, what even is home anymore? I don't know, Tails. I'm just making this up as I go along.
Why do you think the ancient Babylonians sealed away that power unit in the Geegan Rocks?
Beats me.
Don't know, don't care.
Something's not right. The lightless black that assaulted the divine wings.
I guess it is an Xbox, isn't it?
Just exploded. Oh, we can't let those meteorites get near Babylon Garden.
Oh, now you decide to mention this. Oh, hey, he's back. The main villain of the piece. Here to steal your Xbox. Now finally I'll be able to play Halo 2 in peace.
How is that thing still flying? Eggman!
I don't know.
It's your robot.
All I can say is that something nearby is generating a massive electromagnetic pulse.
Oh, something you don't say.
Probably engage the program in the robot's buffer.
Sonic, the Babylonians weren't able to control the power of those meteorites.
What do you mean?
Literally what I just said.
Change gravitational polarity.
I guess change the polarity of the gravitational flow.
The meteorites amplify gravity to form black holes.
So yeah, they just,
Black that attacked the divine
it's a shame the Babylonians weren't the ancients. I'm fairly certain they would have been able to master the power of black holes. Anyways, it's time for the other CGI cutscene.
The power units are resonating together, forming a giant black hole.
Yep, the whole world's gonna end up, getting turned into a pinhead at this rate. Good to know. Thanks, Jet. Now here's the part which always gets put in the AMVs. Well, so much for Babylon Garden, I suppose. Actually has a fuck shape head in this game, that's what makes all the difference. Suck! 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 Still working on cartoon logic there. Good work, Tails.
At this rate, the whole planet will be sucked into the black hole.
Tails, how can we breathe at the moment?
Sonic,
The world is doomed.
Alright, see ya, I guess. He just pieces out.
the core unit in the engine room powers Babylon Garden. We can disconnect it. That should do the trick.
Oh yeah, just fly into a black hole. Sound like fun. See ya, Jet. Sonic doesn't even give it a second thought. Yeah, this still does look pretty cool, not gonna lie. It's like again, these blur cutscenes still hold up to this day. Kind of wish they still did more. Ah yes, time for Babylon Guardian, basically. Master Core Abyss. Hold back a black hole. Welcome to Mobius Strip.
All right.
Silly game, Mobius isn't canon. Except, I guess, now it is. Whatever. I will say, design-wise, I definitely prefer Babylon Guardian, but honestly, this thing just sort of reminds me of the big Bionicle, and for that alone, I approve. Also, nice little tidbit about this particular track: you don't get your gravity abilities. Instead, they are forced upon you. So you have to push ahead of the pack and just be the first one to hit him. Otherwise, you don't do any damage. Again, just like with Babylon Guardian. It's gotta be sure to keep ahead of the pack. Tails, you're not helping me here. The most mid-final boss ever. Well, I don't know, I still think it looks pretty cool. Especially with how the music changes. It's like... Tails... I said... Does it really matter who lands the finishing blow here, Sonic? We're all in this together now. I know, but in order to beat the level, I have to be the one to do it. Why does it have to be you, Sonic? Why couldn't we just be... I like hate ourselves to have... character select at this point. I don't know, Tails, but I guess I am the main character still. Of course you are, Sonic. There you go. Oh no, he's angry. It's like, oh, specifically Sonic hit me that time. Now I'm serious. Fighting... Yeah, it is pretty much a literal Mobius strip. You do kind of find funny and kind of cool, honestly. Like, this is, I think, one of the first few instances of Mobius being mentioned at all in the games. Alright, you have to hit him twice, that's right. Oh, and he has... He's... he could just shoot you, I forgot about that. Alley-oop. Yahoo! Well, at the very least I have ability to grind rails now, so this should be a little bit easier. Whoa! Tails, can you stop, please? You know what, Sonic? I just decided I'm not over that whole Olympics thing. This is really the best time, Tails. I know that you want to prove yourself, buddy, but this isn't the time. The whole world is at stake. Yeah, I know. And I'm gonna be the one to save it this time, Sonic. As I've realized what this whole thing has been surmounting to. Me not needing your help anymore. Me becoming my own hero in my own way. And that's nice and all, Tails, but again, time and a place. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Jet was doing this, but you. Honestly, Tails. I think I may need to be away from you a little bit. You'll just say, what do you mean, Sonic? Oh, final lap, here we go, and he's summoning meteors. Yeah, it's like in terms of spectacle alone, this boss fight really is just chef's kiss. Just fighting a giant Bionicle, throwing meteors and laser blasts at you. It's like, what's not to like? Oh. I'm not sure if Tails actually did that or me. Whatever. Well. Just what we needed. You know, I'm kind of surprised. Those don't actually do that much damage. It's kind of funny as well, because it sort of feels like we really are just driving on the Mario Kart 8 logo here. Oh, he's melting! Alright, I think one more hit should do... Oh, I think we've lost anyway. I think we're about to lose the planet. It comes down to this last attempt. Potentially. At least I say potentially. Not 5 seconds. Oh, so close. Whatever. I do definitely think we can do it. It's just a matter of getting enough rings to get grind up as soon as possible. Because I think that's going to be the key here. Wahoo! There he is again. Fellas, seriously, this isn't the time or place. That was surprisingly easy that time around. There's grind rail. I like I was just sort of chilling there on the first lap, just like, yep, I'm just here, I guess. I'm your main villain. I mean, I know I guess the main villain is still technically Robotnik, but I'm the main villain. Let's go. Ah, we're just on the final boss. Turns out this game is a lot shorter than I initially anticipated. Probably thinking now, now that I think about it, at the very least. Probably could have done the whole of Riders in one stream as well, now that it comes to mind. Also, I may as well make the joke here, this doesn't look anything like GM Big City. This doesn't look like the realm of plot resolution at all. It's like, where's Hatsune Miku? Where is the G-Man? Where is Dr. Bream to tell us, welcome to City 17? Yeah, yep, that's a good way of putting it. I'm fighting a Bionicle. Constantly annoyed that Tail... Oh. Can I actually just... No. Wishful thinking on my part. Still think it's doable. Who's that now? Oh, it's just... You don't have to worry about it. It's just an Enigman robot that's absorbed some meteorites and became a living black hole. We're fighting in its domain now. Oh, and of course Wave comes in out of nowhere. Starting to think that maybe doing the gravity dive among those various bits of debris, not exactly the best thing for me to be doing. No. Yep, and I guess because of my poor performance, we're basically just left... Oh, and of course Tail just somehow rockets ahead. No idea how. I think I'm gonna restart, actually. You know, just to be safe. Can you please stop getting up my rings, please? It's like the whole world is at stake here. This isn't the time to be glory hunting. Yeah, it really sort of feels I don't actually have to touch the debris there, which is strange. His friends helping him. Yeah. I feel as though I tend to get into that whole particular plotline a little too often with these streams. It's like, what could the inspiration for it possibly be, I wonder? Starting to feel as though my key to success here really comes from having a good start, because starting to feel as though I'm having a hard time really keeping up with Tails here. Tails of all people. I can't lose to Tails! Yeah, let's try that again. There we go, that's a little bit better. At least here I don't have to worry so much about having to reach up to the D-pad in order to change gears. Trying to find the silver lining in all this. I say as they just rocket past me somehow. Fellas, you're really not helping my case here. I feel there has to be, like, something I'm missing here. Or is it just I'm really starting to get on... Like, how exactly is Tails somehow managing to get ahead of me still? feels as though it isn't really making that much sense. It's like all of a sudden everybody just keeps outrunning me out of nowhere, and has no indication as to how. I mean, possibly turbulence, but... yeah, I feel that's not turbulence I'm dealing with when they do that. Like, for some reason, right there, I'm just moving slower than... oh, there we go. So I think I can afford to jump off of one of them. I think that's the key. Like, finally, dealing damage. Using the rail. I keep forgetting to use the rail. That's my downfall. Also, I can't necessarily remember if gaining rings increases your speed at all. I want to say, damn it, wave! Really feels as though I don't necessarily have any control over this. I can see why people tend to get more frustrated with this boss fight compared to Babylon Garden now. Yeah, starting to definitely prefer Babylon Guardian over this. It's like the memories are coming back. Oh, rubber banding, right. That would probably explain a lot. It's like already... half our allotted time is up, and we're only now getting into lap 2. Gotta love it. At the very least, don't necessarily have to worry too much about actually crossing the line. It just comes down to hitting him, I think. Yeah, I think now we're starting to get into a bit of a rhythm here. We just gotta keep this up. Can we really do it in 2 minutes, however? Probably not, but we'll try anyways. Okay, rings do increase top speed, because I know that's the case in a lot of these Sonic racing games. Like, the main theme of Crossworlds makes it apparent in that regard. I may as well just come out and say it. In regards to the Sonic racing theme songs, with regards to, at the very least, the kart racers, I definitely do prefer Green Light Ride over Cross the Worlds. I mean, I know it's basically just hard to really compete with Crush 40 in that regard, but it's still difficult not to like in terms of melody as well. Okay, I think we're starting to get into it now. Last hit. We got 1 minute before the whole world is consumed and turned into a pinhead. Here's hoping that rubber banding doesn't screw me over. Here we go! Oh! There. What the hell was that? That ruined my entire... we were right there as well. Not dealing with that. You have no idea what happened there. I just ran into him like I should have done, and yet I didn't hit him and I lost. Starting to remember why I didn't like this boss fight. And now I have to deal with you rubber banding all over the place. Hit the thing at the very least. Should be fine at the very least. I think I can still do this. I still think this is a better final boss than any of them in Superstars. Not that it was really saying much. Yeah, the rubber banding here is kind of nuts. Okay, I think this lap is when I really need to start focusing on damage. The rail is going to be the key to success here, methinks. Also thinking there's probably not much point in me actually getting the GP bonus up here, since it doesn't necessarily matter in this circumstance. Don't you dare, Tails. It just comes down to trying to get as many rings as possible. That's the key, I think, just getting rings. You're not gonna tempt me today. No GP gauge up for me. Tails, can you stop, please? The world is at stake, Tails, and because of that, I'm not sure we're going to be able to save the world now. You know, I've been thinking, Sonic, maybe we should just let it all burn. It's like we keep letting Robotnik get away with all his crimes, and nobody really appreciates what we're trying to portray with our whole pro-environment thing. Maybe we should just let it burn. That doesn't sound like you at all, Tails. I know. Distant, evil Scottish laughter. That's definitely how it feels. Oh, we're only on lap 1. Wow, yeah, that's definitely a no-go, I think. How long have we been on this boss fight now? I can't remember. I think stuff like this alone is why I ended up preferring the original Riders, in all honesty. Because at least there you don't have to worry about the rubber banding when it comes to Babylon Guardian. Oh. Well, I'll take what I can get at the very least. Tails just gotta have this. Well, yeah, he hasn't gotten over his whole competitive streak from the Olympics. There we go. Now we're starting to come into our own. Lap 2, and in good time as well. I don't want to say this could be the one, but I have high hopes. Just gotta fly straight at him. There we go. It's like all of a sudden, everybody's just hanging back and just realized, yeah, we should probably just let him play now. We should probably just let him finish this and save the world. We've had our fun. This madness has gone on long enough. Yeah, almost thought I wasn't gonna get it there. I like how it highlights Jet at the back, like he's supposed to be the main rival I'm looking out for, when all this time it's been Tails. Heck, Wave's been more of a credible threat to me in this whole race than Jet has. What's the deal, Buckaroo? What's the deal, Buckaroo? It's not even like he's a little bit behind. He's just all the way at the back there. Kind of feel bad for him, honestly. This is supposed to be like his big standout moment. He's just hanging in the back. Alright, let's see. Is Tails gonna screw me at the last moment again? What the heck was that? You saw that, right? He just stopped, even though nobody hit him. Alright, I think this should do it. I think this should do it. Just gotta get on the rail, and we should be golden, I think. Stay out of my way, you two. This is between me and him. God damn it, Wave. You've doomed all of us. That's what you... You didn't even get hit from that. What the heck? Oh, ran out of gravity. Oh. That would probably explain it. And it doesn't help that they keep zooming ahead of me as well. Ah. Alright, I got enough gravity. Maybe the GP up was something good to consider here. Whatever, we're almost done. We're almost done. Just gotta get up on the rail, get my GP up, and then do it. 30 seconds. Wave, what are you doing? And look, just because of that, we gotta do it all over again. This is a nightmare. You know, I went into this trying to make the point that Sonic games on the Wii were good, and you're not helping that fact, game. I'm starting to think maybe this whole thought experiment was a mistake. Oh, somehow I hit him. I mean, I'll take it. At this point, I'll take anything just to get out of here. First try. Shush. Okay, so far so good. Just don't shoot them ruddy energy balls at me. It's annoying as up to this point it was going so well. Up to that point it was going so well as well. Yeah, I think just sticking with that probably is the best thing. Probably just gives me a bit more room for error, especially on the grind rails. Gameplay wasn't made for boss. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. It wasn't made for this sort of boss fight in mind. Don't remember this phase of... Oh... Honestly, I think I'd take Fighting Spin over this at this point. Because at least then I don't have to do the heavy lifting. Okay, just one more hit. One more hit. That's all I'm asking for, game. Just give me one more hit so I can get out of here. We've been at this for like half an hour already. Can you make it end? Because as of right now, at least the planets seem to be aligning. This could be it. Yes! Concept is really cool, just the rubber. Yep. But it doesn't matter. It's over. We win. Why do you forsake me so, Tails? Anyways, it's time for another cool cutscenes to round things out. As the sun rises on a new day. Well, that sucked. Wanna go respawn? Yeah, that is.
So are you okay with all
Yeah,
this?
Stormsboard really is the same as the one in Cross Worlds. Can't believe it did it first try.
Still has its charm. Besides,
Okay, peace out, I guess. I mean, we met Hatsune Miku. We fought a robot in a black hole. It's been a heck of a day. Effortless. To say the very least. Oh, Tails got his car back.
Those meteors really were. They had some programming that made them try to gather up the other units. Yeah? It activated
Amy just has like no idea
on the first
what he's talking about.
in the mother computer. All the robots went berserk because they were all connected to the network. At least I think that's what happened.
but who made that program?
I have no idea. Maybe the ancient Babylonians. Or maybe someone even more.
Ah, the ancients.
Maybe it was a warning for people to stay away
It's,
from power
it's like,
beyond
don't worry
control.
guys, the ancients were foreshadowed as early as 2008. Honest, guys.
Indeed, they were the descendants of aliens.
Oh yes, tune in next time when it turns out the Babylonians were also descendants of dinosaurs, as well as aliens and genies.
And left it in orbit, hoping that someday it would fall back down to the surface.
Babylonians just got the DNA of absolutely every living thing in the universe, it seems.
They'd wish they could get back to their home planet.
Maybe that's why people started wishing on shooting stars.
Knuckles is just not having any of this. We still have a score to settle. Show me what you've got, Snake. My name's not Snake, but alright. I'm game. We'll see who rusts first. Yeah, more property damage. It wouldn't be a Sonic on a boarding game without property damage. Yep, that's what it's all about. And of course we get the good version of Catch Me If You Can to wrap things up. Good golly, Miss Molly. I'll just say this at the very least, right off the bat, still prefer the original writers over this. I mean, this definitely had some cool ideas to it with the gravity mechanic, but personally I feel that the original writers was a bit more solid with its mechanics. It's like it had a stronger idea as to what it was doing, as opposed to this, where it's more so, hey, let's just try this and see what happens. At least that's the impression I get, at the very least. I mean, again, I kind of feel almost so wish that more Riders games were made after this, but of course, we all know what happened with Free Riders. I mean, I know there's a mod, as it were, to be able to play it with a controller. I kind of want to see if I can get that working at some points, because I do want to experience Free Riders at the very least. Just I don't have room in my room for a Kinect. Again, because hyper nostalgic, I can appreciate the depth of the OG game. Yeah. That's definitely respectable in its own right. In the same way, I could say I was equally nostalgic for the original writers in that regard. I will say, though, this particular version of Catch Me If You Can really radiates late 2000s energy for me. Like, I could imagine this being put over an AMV of Bionicle easily. But this really just screams like late 2000s Bionicles to me as well. Which, I mean, I'm down for it. And since we're here, I think... part of me kind of wished I didn't do the Grand Prix and just ended it here, because... maybe I'll play a little bit more of this in my own time, but I think... This is going to just end up being a one-off stream. I'm kind of surprised, honestly. I think I'll let this play out and see what else we unlock. There's like a whole bunch of cool stuff that gets unlocked after you beat the main story, which I kind of want to showcase. Hope you had a good time. Yeah, just, aside from the final boss, obviously. Like, that alone just drags this game down below the original writers for me, in all honesty. Just... were it not for that, I feel I, would have a lot more fondness for this game. I mean, obviously, you only need to do it once. But it's a bad once. If you're not... especially if you're not going for the mission mode. Which, I imagine that would be an experience and a half trying to do that. I mean... hopefully it's not too painful. What's a good speed? Shush. I imagine this game must be a nightmare to speedrun because of the whole rubber banding thing. Anyways, let's see what we unlock. There we go, we get Finn properly. And my Wiimote shut off. Okay, Babylon Cup. Astral Babylon. The 80s and 90s boulevards have been unlocked. As opposed to Sega Carnival and Sega Illusion. And new characters, we get... Trunks, we get Nia, we get Robotnik, we get Julian, and we get another robot, and Angel, and I can be my angle, your angle, and your daemon. Is rather pain. Yeah, that just... were it not for that, I'd be more fond of this game, honestly. You know what? I may as well show off the bull... I would say I would show off the rest of the levels, but given the time, I don't think that would be wise. But, I do have a lot of fond memories for 80s and 90s boulevards. I think I can afford to, at the very least, showcase a lap of them. And I suppose we'll just play as Trunks. He's got Psychic Wave, Light Board, and for this, I'm gonna be your Angle and your Daemon. I'm fairly certain it's just a hovercraft where the stats change, as well as the aesthetics. He used a time machine to stop the androids. Yep. All he's missing is his sword. Like, look at this. It won't look too out of place in a Yakuza game or a Virtua Fighter or something of the ilk. But this whole place just looks super cool, doesn't it? I mean, honestly, borders on one of my favorite levels in the game. Also going to be quite interested to see what happens when I become the Angle and the Daemon. Alright, Silver also gets a whole bunch of unique voice lines to go along with the fact... oh! To go along with the fact that, oh yes, I get the Daemon. I'm not entirely certain what changes this makes, but it's cool, I guess. Also, kind of find it weird that despite this being based on the 80s, there's just all this Sonic iconography everywhere. It's like, what are you doing, game? And this whole place looks cool, but Sonic wasn't a thing in the 80s. You sillies. I do gotta wonder though, what it would the best extreme gear in the game be? Does this make me... also, I said I was gonna do one lap, so we're just gonna quit it there. Yakuza, that'd be... yeah, I've heard a lot of things about the Yakuza series, mainly that it'd be a nightmare to 100%. Let's try Astral Babylon next. Stay sharp as gravity warps the course. In the truest form of the truest form of the divine wings. Okay, so basically just Babylon Garden. Let's play as a robot. Oh, this one has stats and a half, just all in power. think the advantage ones... Huh. Good to know. You know, just go with one lap of this. I mean, it does look cool. Look at him here, looking like an oversized bow rock. He even go... Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it. These things really are just like bow rocks. They even do the funny thing where they, Can I do this real quick? Yes, I can. Yeah, they even do the funny thing. The funny thing. Where they just roll up into a bowl in order to move around. Look at all these funky holograms. I wonder what all this must have meant to the ancient Babylonians. Will we actually get any lore into it, I wonder? Probably not. I mean, saying that, they did do a little bit of extra lore stuff. Yeah, I think more bits of the track just end up changing the further you go along. Yeah, I think I'll have a look at 90s Boulevard just to wrap up. Not hashtag not my Robert. Yeah, I imagine that particular track not exactly being one of the most popular. At least I don't remember many strong thoughts with regards to that one. Anyways, let's wrap this up with good old Robotnik and his E-Rider. In good old 90s Boulevard, arguably one of my favorite tracks. Probably a bad idea to go into this with a power-type character, but suppose it must make a huge disadvantage for Robotnik. See, this makes more sense. Like, there's Virtua Fighter. There's Sonic. There's the Western box art for Sonic 3 for some reason. Wait, is that actually the European box art, I think? It looks like the European box art. Could be wrong. At least box art which is more in line with Western Sonic with the Mohawk and Knuckles in the bush. Yo! And once again, we get more voice lines from the late great Dean Bristow here. Sort of weird, but just makes it all the more funny, honestly. Oh. Yeah, that's why I still prefer controller. Yeah, it's like the slightest movement where you're moving your thumb up in order to hit the up key. And then you just fall off like that. It's annoying. Ah, yes, and you can see here all this advertising for the SEGA Mega Genesis. Yep, and all of a sudden we got Mike Pollock here. Sort of abrupt, if you ask me. Yeah, I think that's enough, though. I think that's enough. We don't have time. Oh, PAL version has all different ads to the UK. Right. I thought that would be something to that effect. That's pretty cool. And I'm guessing the Japanese version also has a whole bunch of Japanese ads on it. So that's like a pretty cool detail. I really like that. Again, 90s Boulevard, arguably one of my favorite levels in the game, alongside Gigan Rocks, but that's all from me. I think it's high time that I started going to bed. I hope you enjoyed whatever this was, and I'll see you next time for something else, I guess. Feels as though I got quite a few options, but regardless as to what comes next, I'll see you next time. Take care.